Reject Nation, right now I am at the Preserve here in LA, where on February 22nd, this coming Saturday, the real rejects, all of us, are going to be having a panel here at MultiCon. In addition to that, myself and Coy are going to be hosting 2 separate other panels, and there's going to be a lot of guests way bigger than ourselves who are going to be here. And yes, you'll get to hang out with us. We're going to talk, we're going to chat, we're going to have a great old time. Please, if you haven't gotten your tickets, go get your tickets. And oh yeah, all proceeds go to the Los Angeles wildfire recovery efforts. So let's all band together for a good cause. Getting your ticket is going to be for a good cause. Hope to see you there Saturday, Reject Nation.
What up, citizens of the Reject Nation? Coy and I are back together to continue our journey towards that Wayans Brothers comedy.
Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking juice in the hood.
Oh man, you committed it to memory.
I did. I've gotten excited now that it's closer.
Coy said, do we have to watch the movie Juice as well now?
It's in the title. It literally is Don't be a menace, which is one, to South Central, another, while drinking juice in the hood.
We're at that point with these movie reactions now in this journey where I'm like, okay, the first 2, I feel like might do all right on the channel. Like
okay. They're not out yet, by the way.
I know, they're not out by the time it's filming. They're like, they might do all right. I think we're entering the trend of like, we're mainly going to be watching these for ourselves.
These 2 are for us.
But putting together all the same amount of work to put it together. But we need to watch it. And then we'll watch. And I feel like that, weirdly, I feel like the W Madison might be the biggest.
I almost, but then it might grow retroactively. Like people might be like, oh, let's see their journey through the trauma.
Yeah.
Because those first 2 are brutally amazing films. Well, I assume this one's lighter.
Because they also haven't been like just films for us. They've been incredibly reflective journeys. I mean, I never say the date when we're actually filming shit. So what is the date? The last day of January. And
the longest month of history.
Longest month of LA history, baby. There's been so much about like the conversation from Boyz N The Hood led to so much springboarding with conversations on my personal life with other people about their race and my and issues of my self-racism as well that I didn't realize were in me that I had as a child. Like all this like crazy stuff that I've never unpacked, and it all started with talking with our discussion became and
helped inform our podcast too.
Yeah, that's what I mean,
because
man.
Our long-form conversations are kind of the goal of that. Yeah. So it's been, and for me, I mean, if you guys have seen them by now, depending on what order, I mean, I look to the future and like me raising kids and stuff, which I've never done with a reaction here.
Yeah, so it's really changed a lot. But I hear this one's a little bit more light, so we're gonna have a good time. Before we go, you feeling good?
Dude, I've been excited for this one because Tupac is my favorite rapper of all time, and like second place might as well be third place. Like Tupac is so above and beyond my favorite artist that I am just excited to experience more time with him.
I was telling my friend who is a massive rap fan, I was like, okay, I'm gonna level with you, man. I didn't grow up on rap. What I grew up on was Eminem. I didn't grow up on rap then.
Right.
And I started realizing, there's a lot of people probably out there like me who didn't grow up on rap, say they're into rap, but they'll probably only really grow up on Eminem.
Right.
And then they probably, because I was like, and then when I look at I don't really follow other rappers, but when I do, I did find myself going, it was like the embarrassing thing to me. I did find myself going like, it's Macklemore, it's NF, except for like, where's all the black
Logic,
rappers? Yeah, that's what I mean. I was like,
Vanilla Ice.
I've of course heard songs from everyone, but I'm like, I don't really follow many artists who are like black rap artists. So then I did tell Coy, he's not the friend, but he did tell Coy like, dude, you got any? He was talking extensively to me about picking up Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
And you were telling me Tupac. You sent me like 10 songs. You cracked like 10 songs.
It was not easy, but I tried to get like ones that I thought you would connect to, and things that I thought were impactful about Tupac. Yeah. And you had a good journey.
Yeah. No, it was really cool. I listened to him once, and then I read along the second time, and now I understand why you understood Boyz N The Hood better than I did.
Now you understand why I was like, what do you mean this isn't common knowledge? But that was a beautiful moment of media literacy for me that it made me aware that so many people that aren't exactly in my lane would have had your experience, but I was like, since I was 5, this has been knowledge. Yeah. Like it was, and I think that's what's beautiful about movies is not jujing people for not having exposure, but letting media and art share in like history and inform us. So like we're about to have some more of that.
We'll leave a like,
leave a comment,
subscribe, and Prepper. Thanks for editing these down. Hopefully the intros are still looking good.
I mean, this camera's looking good.
Look at us.
Looking
real good. Patreon. You can watch this in the full-length reaction watch on where you sync with your own copy of Poetic Justice. I know you own it. It is a great website, and we cover several things over there exclusively with highlights and watch-alongs included. All right, Coy. Ready to kick butt?
Let's do it. I'm excited.
That.
That's the South Central part of the title.
Fun. Once Upon a Time in South Central LA. Oh, capturing like a completely different vibe. Of
I am so enamored with this pivot.
Oh, that's
a
bit of
little
refreshing
releasing
take. Like,
I've been excited but traumatized.
These are so heavy lately.
Billy Zane? The movie opens with Billy Zane? Oh, yes. Looking Lexi.
Oh, yeah, that's a great pull.
Look at Lexual chocolate right there. Look at that beast.
The woman's an alcoholic.
My word.
Like the wine.
Oh, very much.
Would you like some more?
Please. No.
God, he looks so plastic. I've just never. He's a
He
weird
looks like
looking.
Lex.
Yeah,
He's a weird looking dude.
He just does not look real ever.
In a handsome way.
The wine, candles, the dinner.
Wow, look at them blue eyes matching her dress in the background.
What's next?
Let me set the mood.
And pace.
So is that woman Tupac?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Wait.
Oh, I got homie. Homie's got it. When you call me Big Pop.
You know, the last time I saw a woman drink like that, she was drowning.
Great line.
You know, I don't want you to get the wrong impression when I invited you up here.
Wow.
That makes way more sense. I love it.
Oh, it's a fake.
They're
thing.
watching a movie in South Central.
Back in the days, Bonita was a hit.
Okay, what?
Honey, you was funny, but I'm tired of
Wonder what specific year this is.
I don't think that drive-in's still there. I love
Gentrification.
drive-ins, dude. Getting rid of everything.
Markel, get your hand out my shirt.
They going out in the car.
Drive-ins are for.
Come on, girl, just get in the back seat.
Why can't we just sit here and watch this movie?
Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
Oh my God, they going all tongue right now.
Whoa.
Whoa.
In a movie? That's why I traded R, Greg.
Do you love me, baby?
Of course I love you.
Tell me why you love me.
Because you fine.
Oh, that's deep.
Mm-hmm. I ain't tripping.
I ain't tripping.
Yo, let's just get in the back seat.
Where-
Give me some of that shit, man.
No, dude. You gotta learn to read the room.
I'm hungry. Oh, yes. Some popcorn, please. Something. Juju bees.
Is she gonna drive off?
Justice. I was just thinking.
Poetic Justice.
Oh, that's clever.
The reason why I love you is I was in the county jail. You sent me all them nice poems. Let me get your popcorn.
Aw, nicely done.
A moment of genuine sweetness.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't like that look.
Hey, is that the mother was in the mall the other day?
I know this guy. Who's this guy? He looks so familiar.
That's not him. That's him, dude. I'm telling you. That's him.
Yeah. Let me get a,
Man, he became so likable.
It's that Mark-ass nigga that was talking shit in front of all his homeboys. He thought he was the shit.
popcorn and juju beans.
Whoa, look at that split shot. Oh, I thought there was an explosion happening. He was just punching sound effects.
Yeah, the gaffer going crazy.
You're sick.
What, is that a crime?
Ah, save it.
That is.
I was weirdly into the movie. I like that shot a lot. I'm watching this fake movie.
What is this fiction they've made?
I think I just saw those fools I had beef with last week.
Oh, was him. She's in the back seat, dude.
Yeah, she's looking all gleeful.
She's about to waste the popcorn.
And the juju beans.
Oh, dude.
It felt so good.
Ooh, that audio is working for this moment.
Extreme close up. Oh. Man.
I can't kill her, baby.
What?
Somebody help me!
A weird ass opening. So I guess this is still on the heavier side.
Yeah.
This is like that was
All three movies just established. This one started light, but
This one started off with a parody.
I get
And we
like,
were in a Billy Zane world.
the comfort. Like you know what I mean. Instead
Yeah.
of the instead of the familial comfort, they gave you like fictional comfort.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's an interesting pivot.
They gave us some like fantastical approach of what South Central, like the romanticism side of South
Literal.
Central. Yeah.
And then they grounded us.
Alone, lying thinking last night how to find my soul a home. I came up with one thing, and I don't believe I'm wrong.
This is the poetic side.
And she's Justice.
That nobody can make it out here alone.
I did hear a theory that this is the third movie that they're all in the same universe, Boyz N The Hood.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
There are some millionaires with money they can't use. Their wives run around like banshees. Their children sing the blues. They've got expensive doctors to cure their hearts of stone. No, nobody can make it out here alone.
I guess you're hoping for something.
Now, if you listen closely, I'll tell you what I know. Storm clouds are gathering. The wind is gonna blow. The race of man is suffering, and I can hear them moan. 'Cause nobody can make it out here alone.
Interesting other perspective on South Central.
All alone. Nobody but nobody can make it out here alone.
Like focusing on your main character being an artist to express themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's like, let's look at what the criminal life is like out here. And this to see this as a lead character.
And like
Nice
the
touch.
romanticized perspective, even in darkness, like there's literal poetry about it.
Yeah.
That is an awesome crocheted shirt.
But there's a lot of life in a lot of these master shots.
Mm-hmm. And the color.
Jesse's we do hairs.
Yeah, well, he just did my girl all wrong. She's scared as hell.
Oh,
Hey! Shared universe.
Shared universe? Maybe she'll reference the ending of Boyz N The Hood. So we know.
Top it off, she's still in love with the nigga.
What's love got to do with it?
What's
That
love?
guy.
You just telling everybody's business. I tell your business too if you had something to tell.
Ouch.
Come on, girl, you ready?
Yeah.
Where's your hair? You got your hair with you?
What you think this is?
I know you ain't getting smart.
Shut up, girl.
I thought, come on.
Have you been to South Central since we started watching?
No.
I thought maybe since you talked about like living.
I've barely gone more than 10 minutes away.
I thought it might have like inspired.
Then 10 minutes away or funeral. There's been too much else going on.
4 weeks.
Baby, do me a favor. Go to the liquor store and get me 2 honey buns and what else?
Some big red, yeah.
Oh.
And bring me my change back.
That kid's going to get shot up, dude.
Inevitably. Right by the fat Albert that looked like him as he left.
Jesse, you are so beautiful.
Thank you, Haywood.
I love you.
I love you too.
And I love myself.
I know you do.
So he's out, huh?
I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it.
I know y'all got fuck wild last night. Where'd y'all go?
Oh, could you put those over here, please?
I mean, maybe you're grieving, but you seem like you're in an all right place right now, emotionally.
Still got the red walls and all that shit hanging.
Mirrors on the ceiling, same old, you know. And what you know about mirrors on the ceiling? When was the last time you were there?
If you used a mirror, you'd see you chew with your mouth open, Janet
Yeah,
Jackson.
come on.
And why are you always wearing these hats? What are you hiding?
Girl.
You need to let me do something to that head of yours. Oh, Lord, I'm tired.
There are some sound effects in here.
It's an interesting balance.
Like the whole back.
And when you gonna get a man? Always asking me these questions about mine. Sporting black, looking toe up from the floor up. Don't make time to do your own hair. You can always tell when a woman ain't giving up no.
I like wearing black. Besides, I ain't got time for no man in my life right now, okay?
You haven't met Tupac?
You make bad choices in men. You don't know how to pick them.
Oh, is that the intro line?
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Is he a mailman?
What's up, Mr. Postman?
Yes. Tupac Shakur, postal worker.
Y'all ain't getting up, bills.
What a hand shot. So intimate on his hands. Oh my God, the tongue shot. This is an intimate moment.
Why you always so mad? You must ain't got no man because you don't never smile.
What do you want from me?
This language is outdated, man. You can't say it's a woman anymore.
They're just working.
Think you kind of fly. Shit. You can start with your phone number.
What's your name?
Lucky.
Come here, Lucky. I want to whisper something to you.
She's gonna kick you in the...
Let's cut the bullshit, okay? Now, what do you really want from me?
Some close-ups.
You want to smell my...
Yeah.
Here?
You like that, huh?
90s was different.
Hold on a minute, baby. Jesse?
Yeah.
Come here for a minute, please. This fine, young, dark brother said he want to smell my
Really?
Mm-hmm. Should I let him?
Yeah. So what do you think?
You need to get your ass some breath mints.
Get your ass out of here.
He's walking out with it. There goes that mailman.
Another
with that
package to deliver.
Wreck shorts again.
I told that lady about them dogs. She ignored me. She want a mail. She got to come up here and get her damn self, man.
Did you not once consider using your mace?
Is that Clifton Collins Jr.?
I think it is.
Hey, y'all don't pay me enough to go through this shit.
Yeah.
He's so young.
Here you go.
Was not expecting Clifton Collins Jr.
Y'all want to get your asses to work before you get fired?
You all right?
What's up, soldier?
Look at the creased Levi's, man. The iron pleats.
You going to Oakland this weekend, man? You don't go?
Hell yeah. Old time.
You gonna bring a yam?
You gonna bring a yamp?
I got mine, man.
What the f is a yamp?
A young... Now, do you mind, S.A.?
There's so much lingo for hearing me to pick up on and use in my everyday life.
Greg's taking notes. Yams. Yes.
Do this. Why don't you have that crazy you with to hook me up with one of our partners?
I'm on it. I'm gonna hook you up.
A partner is a friend or associate.
Oh.
I'll see you later. Going. Black mother. Mind my business.
He's very natural. Is he a trained actor?
Juilliard. Like,
yeah. He's
Hawk's an actor.
Like, normally, if I hear, like, oh, you know,
Musician
rapper
is in.
Yeah, rapper in a movie, especially, I feel like they're going, oh, you can watch like a hard role or something, right? And I'm like, he's just a dude.
Yeah, like supernatural.
What up, Nutty? Lounging, man.
That was a tension-filled shot.
Looking for some busters to jack. Remember Lil D? Man, yesterday he got his ass capped out. His ass out straight twisted. Gone. We gonna get the fools that got him.
See you.
All right. Peace. Hope you know peace today.
Wow, the nonchalantness of him. That was interesting because he's not. It's like, yeah, it's just the life, but he's not like he's not a participant in it.
We're the most removed of the three movies. We're watching other people so far.
Yeah.
As opposed to being amongst.
Well, I like the. It doesn't even seem like he's scared or something, you know?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think it's if life starts that way.
Yeah.
This ain't none of that crime, but you can get some of this Tide, bud.
Nah, they checking my piece of work. I can't even.
Oh, no.
Is that Tone Loc?
How you doing, Miss Jackson?
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw him in Surf Ninjas. And Blank Check.
He's the voice in Fern Gully.
Oh, yes.
Coolest voice.
So what's up? You here to check up on Keisha?
Yeah, I'm gonna give Angel some money to buy her some clothes.
I'll take her to the Slauson swap meet, Fox Hills Mall, get her whatever she need.
I love the use of these master shots. There's constantly a life happening around them every time.
There's a lot of environment.
Yeah.
Also part of what I feel like movies are missing shooting on location. The lived-in experience.
She call me daddy sometimes anyway.
Which means she call you daddy sometimes.
Just what I said, she call me daddy sometimes.
Oh, hell no. We gonna see who she call daddy.
I get the tonal approach they're trying to balance, right? We're going to see if it fully works. But then I'm like, but maybe if you're a black person back then, it totally works, right?
I mean, seeing the culture from just outside of it as opposed to being like with the people in the car.
Well, I mean, like they want to take this more like lighthearted romantic comedy approach, but also keep some of that
It's
realism
still in
there.
South Central.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a hard tonal balance to ride.
What y'all two fools talking about?
Like even in this shot, look, in the right across the street, you got people
Actively.
That's really cool. It's really cool.
What you cleaning up for? This place look up as normal.
You got 3 different pizza boxes. Those are not from the same pizza spot.
Lived in sets.
You get her and you get the hell out of my house, okay? And don't forget to get her some tennis shoes because them
Nigga, if
tennis shoes
welfare wasn't
is
paying the
way
rent, this
over.
wouldn't be your house.
Yeah.
Your ass back in the...
Not a yamp though.
No. Yam.
Yam.
No P.
Oh.
Yams. Like the
Okay,
vegetables, like a
yes.
slang.
So much to learn.
There'll be a quiz.
She just crazy as hell, if anything. If something was wrong with her ass, I know.
They added the sound design of
There's a lot of gaffing work. It's interesting. The back popping and like This is early John Singleton, if I remember correctly.
You guy did Boyz N The Hood?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and like Four Brothers
It's like a
later
totally
on.
different movie.
Yeah.
I mean, makes sense, but
I think it's Singleton.
Feels like a guy wanting to do a Singleton who comes from a romantic comedy background or something.
That's all I got. That's all I got, man. Yeah, help me out.
How do you like the Felix outfit?
Let's see. So he is trying to do something. Oh, okay. I actually like that more because he's aiming to do something different instead of just repeat himself.
Exactly. Like he's doing his thing. Like it's a Tarantino film, but
Yeah.
Oh man. That's a rough one.
Oh my God.
Come on, Keisha.
You don't be coming in my goddamn house. I told you before starting all that bullshit.
Bitch, how you gonna be something with my daughter, you trifling asshole? Hey,
That's bad news.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your mother business talk.
That dude is fully clothed. It looks like he's been dressed like that the whole time. Oh, behind?
Wow, dude. If you suck a bunch of dude from the back.
I don't need this shit. Stupid ass mother.
In a time of secret wooing, today prepares tomorrow's ruin. In a time of furtive sighs, sweet hellos and sad goodbyes, my conscience echoes thunder.
This is a fascinating movie.
Happiness, this race has run, then pain stalks into plunder.
What you call it?
In a time.
Word.
Chicago paid you me.
What they say?
So what's up? I'm with it. We got a hair show to go to up there anyway.
Her hair looks fire. Damn.
Yeah, Regina King looks great with that.
I think you feel better if you talk about it. What the hell are they doing out there now?
This salon experience feels so isolated from the rest of the outside world.
Yeah, it's interesting if they shot it like that because it definitely feels like it's its own little bubble to look out from.
What's wrong?
Some interesting, like, slow-moving drama choices in the salon, isn't it? Like, it's always
Like
paced
the emotional, yeah.
It's paced so differently in the salon. I feel like everyone really takes their time and talking in here, you know?
It's very methodical. Every beat.
Look at your face. You got to move on. A man ain't nothing but a tool. You got to know when to take him out the box and when to put him back in. And if you lose one, well, hell, you just go out there and get yourself another one.
Well, it's not like she just got dumped or something. She like,
got the
it was
blood on the guys
literally
that shot.
murdered in front of it, or spontaneously.
There's another man out there somewhere.
While there's someone getting arrested outside. It's so interesting.
And out here, you got to know sometimes you're going to lose one. Like a blow dryer or a good hairbrush.
But using the salon's kind of like what he's doing directing the movie. Like all the stuff happening outside, but they're living in it, but they're
Yeah.
not following that. It's like watching it.
Well, the part that's making me curious about the subject is like it keeps going like, you need to get a man, you need to get a man.
Mhm.
But no one's like, well, dude, I mean, no one really talks about like trauma healing back then, right?
It's part of life. I think they
but
just
back
accept
then
it.
in life, is that just a movie choice, or was it like that where you're like, they wouldn't even consider the fact that he was murdered? It's just about a man, you know?
Yeah.
So what's your new man talking about, Iesha?
Girl, he want me to go on a run with him.
Like an actual run?
Not like cardio.
What's the run?
A run? Well, it's like... You really want to know, girl?
Yes.
You know Chicago, my boyfriend. He works at the post office. And he and his friend, they got to drive this mail truck up to Oakland. Sometimes I go with them.
Iesha, what you doing seeing a mailman anyway?
Why you don't ever want to have no fun no more? Girl, don't you know the world is just a big place for us to go out and up in it?
That's a motto.
You use the score a lot. Like it's like the third use, but they add a little bit every time. Like it's an orchestra score, but it's like the theme song.
Coy, why was she burning her hair?
She's finishing the ends.
Oh. I learned so much about black people from you.
Not ready for the comments of these videos.
I don't joke like this in the other ones.
This is a different tone.
This is a different tone.
Don't be a menace. It's going to be a mess.
That's a relatively healthy snack.
Mm-hmm. It's Tabasco's very low calorie. Plain popcorn.
Popcorn usually has no sugar added.
Yeah. I've actually never done Tabasco on popcorn. That sounds good.
Yeah, I never thought about that, actually. If there's one thing I take away from this movie, it's yam and Tabasco on popcorn.
Greg is leaving with food-based knowledge of Poetic Justice. With a fork. That's my confusion. A fork for popcorn?
Oh, cats.
Greg likes this character now.
Cats. This movie strangely has got me very interested in what John Singleton was going through when he made this movie. Like his
a
attention.
breakup, a
So, like,
relationship.
a reflective thing. Yeah. Wow. Great editing. Why would she be doing that?
I think she's processing the world and losses, and like she hasn't really addressed. We saw her happy that first day after the guy died, and then like now it's being discussed. So I feel like she's processing.
But doing it in front of the mirror?
Yeah, sometimes that helps.
Lucky, put that cigarette out. You know I don't allow no smoking in here.
Come on, Ma. I pay the bills around here and I can't have a cigarette.
Well, shut up and put the cigarette out.
I'm with her on this one, man.
It really makes the house smell. It's not good for you, Tupac.
You going up north to see Khalil this weekend?
Yeah, finally gonna work on this music thing. I ain't got to be doing this post office shit forever.
Don't be cussing around me, boy. Who you think I am, one of your friends? Don't be wearing your welcome out going up to Oakland every other weekend. You know how your Aunt Audrey can get.
Mine ain't even like that.
Oh, he's got a skinny frame.
Keisha here.
Oh, really?
Angel been out, Ma. I can't have my baby around that stuff.
Are you gonna take care of her?
Yeah.
There was one too many beats there, man. Same helicopter.
Connects them. It is interesting to see like a full-on, it's not a comedy, it's like a rom-dram, but set in a world where the violence is always just outside the door, so it feels ominous, but it makes the tone really interesting transitioning between scenes.
My bags, my stuff. Wait a second. White boy.
Cat's named White Boy?
Yeah, there's an interesting sense of normalcy to everything. Like when we were talking about in Boyz N The Hood of how movies and stuff can often portray like the hood is like super dangerous, you know?
Yeah.
Which dramas and stuff, but it's nice. There's something kind of refreshing about just being like, no, this is just capturing normal
of life, but
normal
different
life.
slice.
Yeah. Normal life that's not just about like surviving and worrying about getting shot or something, you know?
It's
Yeah.
more mundane in every way.
Yeah, it's probably the better word for it, yeah.
Girl, we gonna have a gang of fun. I'm telling you.
doing this shit.
Iesha.
She's fly now, ain't she, Lucky?
I know that bitch. That's that go to work in the salon on 54th, man.
God damn, you gonna bop me back in the ass.
Shouldn't have said that at a random salon after all.
Who's that mother that was in the salon the other day trying to mac?
It's interesting how it parallels the mall opening, like a moment of consequence at a public place and then it coming back.
This is Justice. This is Lucky.
What's up, baby?
Baby.
Shit. Hi.
Favorite line reading so far.
So
great.
Well, go ahead and make your seatbelts click, baby. We follow all safety guidelines around these parts. Y'all just hold on.
This must be really exciting for you to see like Tupac.
It's crazy because I was just thinking like he's so young, but he'd already had like 4 amazing albums come out. This was before he went to prison, before All Eyes on Me. But like he's so, like you said, normal and like casual. But his performances are so like intense and energetic. It's interesting to see him like this. Because I've watched so many of his interviews and obviously his spoken word poetry and stuff. It's crazy.
I still don't know what a run is, Coy.
Oh, sorry. Oakland is in San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
So it's like a long run mail drop. In this case, a run can mean a lot of things. But I was just telling you it wasn't cardio. They're like doing work. They're going
So
up
it
to
wasn't
Oakland.
slang for some crime. Didn't know.
A run can be.
That's what I was like, it's not cardio. Okay, so is this some like
This is a post office
The
run.
other movies have taught me to think a certain way when watching these films.
Like The Departed. Yeah, I get it. Like there's other crime things. It runs.
Hey, you kind of quiet, huh?
Why don't you ask her some questions?
I ain't got nothing to say.
Why you so mean? What you got to be so mean about?
Is that a real background?
I think I can't tell. I think they're driving. Yeah.
Oh, so you one of them angry bitches, huh? A feminist.
You don't know shit about me, okay? Don't be calling me no bitch. You don't know nothing about me.
She got really offended by the feminist word.
If I'm a bitch, your mama's a bitch.
Say that black woman shit, okay? You bleed once a month just like the rest of them. And we ain't talking about my mama, we talking about just stuck-up ass.
You bleed once a month just like the rest of them.
Equality.
Pull it over.
Crazy talking all that shit. Walk your ass home. Scandalous ass mother. You done fat ass start some good anyway.
Damn, dude.
I'm gonna get somebody to you up, mother. You. What's going on? They gon' you up. Fuck you up. You.
Jesus. It escalated so quickly. I know. What just happened? In the course of like 2 minutes.
Gosh. That was beautiful out there, though, man.
Where my girl at?
Leaving that bitch.
Leaving her? You just can't leave her out in the middle of nowhere. Lucky, stop the truck.
Come on, Lucky. We know you're not that bad.
This shit, mother. God, get the grass walk.
Great transition. A wipe and then a. This is a good shot.
Ain't you kind of hot out there? Lucky said he'd apologize. Justice.
They communicate in very verbally abusive ways to each other, Coy.
Dude, it's not healthy.
It's not healthy.
But it shows tension and friction that may evolve into something else, I imagine.
Why you letting him upset you like this? Girl, you know he tripping because he like you.
His very weird way of showing it.
It's like kids throwing rocks in a playground, but not healthy.
My wife flirts with me all the time.
I mean, yeah, that's good thing she doesn't drive a post truck.
Girl, if you want to, we can call the homies if it's all that.
Okay. They still gonna f you up.
Just get your ass in the truck.
Shut up, Chicago.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a
Well delivered. That was fantastic.
It's crazy, like watching this diverse range of different black movies. It does show me like a whole different side of people's natural way they just talk with one another, you know?
I was just thinking that it's weird that Snoop's singing while Tupac's in the movie as a character. Two of Amerikaz Most Wanted.
But even when like the 2024 perspective, like, damn, but that's just the way they talk, you know, with each other. No one's like, you're being abusive to me or some shit, you know?
Is that your truck right there?
Yeah, it's my rig.
Yeah, who do get in the cab?
Y'all ain't got no OD? Chicago just gonna have to settle for a Miller Lite. Girl, I hope they got my gin.
You know how you get when you drink and you know what your man says.
Girl, that ain't my daddy. I be making that fool stutter. You know he starts stuttering when he lying and shit.
No, wait. Six.
You giving that money?
No, just sometimes I like for my girl to have the best.
How much of that you give it up?
Girl, I don't hardly have to do nothing.
These transitions are great.
I'm knocking it every other night. Just can't get enough from me, I'm telling you.
You a lying mother.
Dude's like,
Plus he a preemie. 2-minute brother.
Hell yeah!
Feel seen, connected.
Feel connected.
There it is. Like, identify.
Please, I'm getting some.
Just because I'll pack my shit on a business trip don't mean I ain't getting none. Shit, I'm handling mine.
Handling just like this.
At least I ain't losing no money. You like country music? Garth Brooks, he's slamming, right?
Fantastic.
Did he improvise that? I think he improvised that.
I love the amount of music references knowing it's Tupac.
So it's a road trip movie.
Love is a juice with many tastes.
Jose.
That's next.
A wine which has few vineyards.
What you writing, bitch?
What you writing?
Stuff.
Such a long pause. Then he says it. Stuff. Just go.
And that's it. I do like the intercuts between the two, and I'm curious, like him open it up, if it translates or it's gonna be like the dichotomy again.
What's that smell?
Smell like barbecue to me.
Y'all smell that?
Ooh, what's that?
Go to someone's back.
Oh shit, y'all look at all them black folks over there. Gang of folks.
Wow. How fun would it be to go to a family reunion?
And not be family.
Even more fun. You can make up whoever you want to be.
It's cool, it's cool. We gonna eat. We family.
Girl, stop drinking that shit.
I'll be grabbing out my shit. What's wrong with you?
Damn, it's hot out here. Sweating and shit.
What a perfect cover. You just gotta be black and say you're related.
I mean, if there was a big white family reunion, you and I could go to a big white family reunion.
I can go to a black family reunion. Be like I'm married in to that one.
Shit, we gonna eat.
You crazy? This ain't your family.
We black. We all family, especially when it comes to barbecue. Look at that lady.
That's your family, dude.
What's up, cousin? How you doing, boy? Cousin! I ain't seen you and I don't know where. So what's your name, cousin? Lucky. What's your name, sweet thing?
Justice. This is my friend
Iesha.
Hey, baby.
And it's my husband, Chicago.
Oh, snap.
So, cousin, yeah, what's your name? Just call me Cutting Pete. Cutting Pete. Cutting Pete.
Tupac is the best part of this movie.
He's so like charismatic and charming, dude.
He is. He really is.
And sitting over here, we got Aunt April, we got Aunt May, and we got Aunt June.
Aunt May?
And Aunt June. April, May, June.
Oh, I focused on something else.
And Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Ooh, sure look good over there. No? We'll go on over there and help yourself. You sure? You family, ain't you? It's cool? Yeah, boy, you better go get you something to eat.
Are you all in love?
Yeah.
Baby, what would you know about love?
Are you all married?
Yeah.
You're young. How long you been married?
About 6 months now.
Tell the story.
Oh, I don't wear it all the time.
You don't mind if she doesn't wear your ring?
No, he don't mind.
I think he can answer for himself if he's a real man.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Shoot, my husband would kill me if I didn't wear no ring.
I heard that.
And I know that's right.
It's a judgmental family, man. I would
Cousins.
step in and be like, you're supposed to be my family. You're judging me for
On
not...
April, May, and June.
My husband not wearing his ring.
Ooh, you're so cute, baby. Can I hold it for you?
Oh, my God. He can see a future with her.
Uh-oh, it's bitter.
Hey, you be dating a professional, man, huh? Doctors, lawyers.
I could really go for a veggie hot dog
I
right
really want barbecue, dude. I'm struggling.
So you got a kid, huh?
Why you ask me that?
She look like the type.
And what's the type?
What's that supposed to mean?
Paternal.
This. You just walking by. You the type.
Do you got any kids?
Hell no, I ain't got no kids. I don't even like kids.
Sure don't look like that to me.
Yeah, walked up, holds the baby. We don't believe you, Justice.
You ever been to one of these?
I ain't got much family. Family I do have, we ain't this close.
I ain't never seen so many black folks in one spot and it ain't no fight.
And it's still that observing commentary from within people observing it. Like the salon, like
Yeah,
him
that's
in the
true.
house. But now it's the peaceful side, like we've been saying in this movie.
Let's get back to these street pharmacists that you used to see.
Only went out with one. He meant a lot to me.
So you was in it for the money, huh?
Wait a minute, now you getting too damn personal.
Okay.
He's really trying there.
Trying to connect.
The morals of the young people today is gonna get them in big trouble because they act like they don't know the difference between right and wrong.
She's gonna get drunk. She already drank a half bottle of gin.
Their parents are not taking care of the children. But then wait now, no, ma'am. You have to listen.
Oh, May's done.
Part of the responsibility is the children. It's not their mamas, it's not their papas. I'm telling you, they have to think for themselves.
They're gonna be like partying here.
It's also interesting hearing the commentary on the generation while looking at our past generation, but the voiceover of like how they perceived.
I mean, it's a perfect time to have this generation conversation at a family reunion.
Married, honey, than the man in the moon. Hey, do it. Wait, just
Uh-oh.
That's your wife, dude.
So they're flirting with another man. Tell me she's married. She's loose. Oh, she's not loose. You a young one.
The juice is loose.
What's wrong with you? Don't you know Chicago gonna kick your ass?
What's up, man? You gonna play cards or you gonna sightsee?
Oh.
You're killing my action, girl.
Dude,
Action?
no.
Iesha, what action?
No, Iesha, I'm not on Iesha's page right now.
I don't like anything implied or ooh.
What's wrong with you, man?
I can't talk to you.
Uh-oh.
Cousin P, you don't mind if I take some of that food to go, do you? Well, no, man, you go ahead. All right, my son. My cousins, okay.
All right, get it, man. We'll just try to get it, man.
Calm down. Everyone calm down.
Okay, good. They just got out of there, but man.
Get on my face. I ain't in your face yet. Why you gotta act up every time we go someplace? Huh?
Now they're going to be the ones.
They're going to be the body, yeah.
I need to talk to her. I'm sick of this shit.
I mean, I'm not on Iesha's side, man.
Look at this shit. That's all you do. You act like an alcoholic bitch. All you do is get drunk all the time. That's why I never go any place with you, because you always acting crazy. Just like my damn mama.
Truth is coming out here.
Maybe it's like a repressed performance, and now it's going to come out, and we'll regret what we just said.
It's gonna be all right. Just gotta freeze up on that shit, Iesha. I didn't know. Damn, you're my best friend, though. I don't want to hurt you.
Oh, wow. To tell your friend that way you're destroying yourself is like how I saw my mom destroy herself. That's hard.
Yeah.
Still mad at me?
Come on, man. It's hot. What's up?
Sorry, Chicago.
You almost
First
cheated
time
on
all four of them are like on the same page.
A wise man once said, you should look at the ocean and realize that no matter how famous you are or how much money you make, you should know that you'll never be as important as the ocean.
This is so slice of life.
But like out of LA, like it's interesting. We watched the two that were in that one neighborhood, and now it's like a POV of the world through people that live there.
And wouldn't I go to college? Grandmama would be rolling over in her grave 2 times if she saw me now. Nah. You probably got babies and shit.
Oh, she's fantasizing.
Damn, she kind of cute. Maybe I should get that number. See how the booty works.
Such a funny line whispered.
I wonder if my mama picked up my clothes from the clean.
Everyone's a turtle model. It's so good.
I need to just let her ass go. I can just find me another bitch. I'm a good looking.
Girl, when I get back to LA, I'm quitting Chicago. Just tired ass.
What's going on with you two?
Iesha, I'm gonna go on a diet.
A diet?
Yeah, my ass is getting too big.
No, I think it was great.
I ain't never heard you talking about going on no diet. Oh, I get it. You happy-go-lucky.
Don't be even trying that shit.
Yes, you are.
Nah, don't play that.
That's what she got from that? She wants on a diet. It must be because of Lucky?
I did not expect this to be a road trip movie.
It's very much a road trip movie, and all they're doing is, when you're on a road, everyone's going through like their own little journey as well as the journey with people.
Yeah, and we're seeing different moments of culture on this journey, but it's always observational, but with them in it.
I mean, they're fortunately getting like a bunch of cool black experiences.
That I'm saying, like the family and then
actual African culture.
What's wrong with you? Why are you so quiet now?
Just thinking. The only time I could unwind when it was my cousin.
I'm getting tired of all this walking, Jay.
Yeah, me too, Lucky.
I mean, why don't you guys take it into the sin? This is beautiful.
Yeah, this is incredible. In real life, this is just the other side of Griffith.
What do you write about?
I write what's in my heart.
Smitten.
And what's that?
Oh my gosh, going right for the hair.
I don't know. What's in yours?
I don't know. Still trying to find out.
They're on the road going for a destination, but yet they're so lost, Coy.
And it's the journey that we're experiencing, not the landing.
How many brothers and sisters you got?
I ain't
got no brothers and sisters. My mama didn't have a chance to have any more kids.
Oh, god damn.
I love the cut back and forth as that. Oh, every time they transition conversation to cut between the two of them is.
Oh. 2-minute brother.
Oh, 3 pump chump. Is that his time?
Is that it?
Just give me a couple minutes, all right?
Couple minutes, my ass. You can't even hang that long.
You all right?
No, that's the problem. You can't.
You can do some Kegel exercises.
I don't know if that would finish faster.
No, I think that would allow you to control a little better.
Never been a woman.
Dude, you could do it as a guy.
Oh, I see. I thought you were saying she needed to. That's why I was confused.
Just get out my face, Chicago.
Bro, I just gonna get up and leave like that.
You know why I left. Don't even ask
Oh,
me
I
that.
don't. Tell me why you left.
You know why I left.
I don't. Tell me why you left.
One relationship's going to end as another begins.
What a shot. My
Yeah,
God.
that is gorgeous.
Because you the one with the problem.
I ain't got no goddamn problem.
Yeah, please.
Man, you got the
a
problem.
problem.
Don't turn your back on me.
You got a problem.
Don't turn your back.
It looks like they're in a photo.
And we literally left South Central with all the violence just outside. Now we're on the coast in relationships.
Why the other bitch left you because you can't hang.
Because I can't hang.
Take you with you everywhere you go, man.
Sick of this shit. I'm tired of arguing with you. Sick of you. Don't you turn away from me.
Don't touch me.
You better stop, all right?
You know
You better
what?
stop
You know
what?
what? You weak. You think you the shit just because you work out? You ain't buff.
She said the worst thing you could say.
Emasculating them on layers.
Niggas can't stay hard 5 minutes. The you do take steroids? That's the reason why I'm somebody else.
Oh, dude. No. Ouch. My man, that'd be so painful. Followed up with that.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yep. Calm down.
You ain't gonna do nothing?
Hell no.
Why not? Oh my God. Damn.
Take off your Iesha. Oh, shit, I gotta
Get
take
the
off.
for her.
Ooh.
Just. Hey.
Get off me.
Go off her.
Oh, now he steps.
That's the moment. That's the line.
What's your problem, man? Beat that female.
Stop. Hands up. I'm gonna get Dookie and Ross to the shoot. You bitch. Just
Yo, you guys gotta leave this mail truck.
You just strung out over that bitch. You just want some. That's all.
No, dude.
Get your punk ass up.
You guys have a lot of inner resentment, man.
And outer resentment.
Oh, coward. Hit a man.
The one thing he's had the whole movie.
Leaving your ass.
Oh my God, he's the protector of the women.
Walk your ass 15 miles to Oakland. Get the off my shit.
You can walk 15 miles.
It's not that bad. They're that close.
Wow, it matches with his shirt.
He's all fashion. That's the thing he thought was creativity. It is, but it's not an identity.
Can't believe he hit me. Tired ass.
Should never hit a woman.
I really thought it was just going to be a threat the whole time. I didn't think he'd actually do it. But that arc had to go that way for Tupac.
Love by nature extracts a pain unequaled on the rack.
Why we stopped?
Oh no, I'll find out though.
As the movie's been going, we've slowly been uncovering who people are underneath the surface. And it's interesting because the relationship between Chicago and Iesha became significantly more interesting, honestly, than our lead's relationship.
I
Like
think
Tupac is interesting as a character.
Sure.
But like his relationship with
her is, well, I don't think it's had a chance to be her yet.
Hasn't been very it's been
Compelling, like they're both like maybe.
Yeah, but watching them to take the story of the other people who were like all hands on with each other, and then to make it show like they're actually destructive, where these guys started off destructive and are now falling in love.
And like the caring of even bringing a blanket and stuff, I think that's gonna make them more interesting. But I think it's a slow burn up versus down. I think seeing something destroyed is always gonna be more immediately compelling, but long form.
I'm just wondering when their like emotional connection will happen and not just physical attraction.
I mean, she's just starting to open up, and he's starting to open up.
They was gonna break up anyway.
God, that violence got really bad.
Side of the road.
My Uncle Leon used to come around. He used to give me and my cousins change. He'd go to the liquor store and buy a 40-ounce of beer. I'd always ask for the big.
It's the first time she really talked about family.
Look at your nails. Give me your hand.
When he dropped the mail off.
Yep.
They did focus on
They
his
did.
hand.
They showed it immediately.
Yeah.
Even then, she clocked him.
My grandmama used to say I was always looking for the big.
It's going to be pearly white in just like a second.
That's before she died.
When she died?
Is that the house she occupies?
About 2 years ago. She left me the house.
Yeah, okay.
Beautiful house.
When I was 12, my mama committed.
That is awful. I'm sorry.
She named me Justice because she was in law school.
Oh, man.
She's telling her whole life story right
Yeah, after he was been trying to get little pieces, she's just...
I'm all alone now, though. I got a cat. Cute little cat.
You know, I actually really like her performance.
I told you, I think it would, as she opens up, it'll start to give us more. It's been very, like,
I mean,
push it down.
She's very empty.
But I think that's what I mean. Like, once we get to connect with them and with her, it'll be more of, like it's already more dynamic.
Punani.
I was just thinking, I've heard this sound so many times, but I never knew what it was from, and they've used it so well in the movie, and then you're just like...
Something so special about the ocean where you can take it in visually, but you could also just take it in audibly. Or you just
Even the
close
smell
your
and
eyes,
stuff,
the
man.
Smell, yeah, the ocean's just perfect, huh? Whoa, they are like outlined. See that?
Yeah, all the framing's great. I feel like the cinematography is very like focused on beautiful stills, like capturing moments.
Yeah, I think John Singleton took a lot of shrooms and
It was like, yeah, this frame,
this is what I
man.
want to tell guys.
We're gonna go on a road trip.
Make room for me to lead and follow you beyond this rage of poetry. Let others have privacy of touching words and love of loss of love.
It's cold alone.
Give me your hand.
Oaktown.
Yeah, those 15 miles were really long.
I mean, they stopped a while.
Shit, Lucky, don't tell me you got something.
He's dropping something off.
I'm only telling you this because I care about you, and I think you should know before we go any further.
Mom?
Daughter?
He said he had a kid.
She asked, he never confirmed it.
Maybe the run is a criminal thing.
I hope not.
A little girl, huh?
Daughter.
Lucky, why didn't you tell me this in the beginning?
Damn.
I mean, how was I supposed to know we was going?
She don't like kids.
She loves kids. They seen the barbecue. She was surrounded by them.
But she
spending
said
time
she
with them.
doesn't like kids.
She was projecting because she lost her mom at a young age.
I was told to take women literally all times.
I see.
Otherwise,
all the indicators are she loves kids, but she's been...
You get in trouble and you
I
don't win
see.
any arguments.
I see.
And you're like, but you said, I thought this. No, that's not what I said, Greg.
Literally. It sucks so much he's dead, man. Oh, no.
Whoa, you just pushed off a cop? This dude's just pushing cops.
Oh.
Oh, man.
It's interesting we went on that journey, right, of like the barbecue, the family, the festival, but like it lands at violence, like their destination. Like, so it's still a commentary on watching it from afar, and it's always like with them.
Yeah, that's a really strong point, dude. It's a cigarette machine.
Yeah. I love you're watching these movies as like an anthropologist. Is that I've heard of this.
I didn't know this ever existed.
It says cigarettes in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it was crazy, because kids would just buy, like children, because it's not carding you.
Oh,
yeah, dude.
God. That is horrible.
Oh, man. Did they just drive all the way back? Are they home?
I mean, they got to be the bosses there.
Yeah, that's what I was confused by.
If I got there on time, this never would have happened. Instead of f***ing with you.
What?
Wow.
He's just acting out.
Obviously, but man.
That sucks, especially when he's rejecting all kinds of love and comfort right now.
So we're scraping the bottom of the pudding cup now, huh?
You did get there at a very unfortunate time, huh?
Know what you're talking about before you judge, okay? Excuse me, I'm sorry. You even walk different.
Fellas, all right, let's go. I don't got all day. I got things to do.
Yo, Michael Rappaport.
Baby Rappaport and Clifton Collins Jr. Singleton can cast, man.
See you the next time around, all right?
No, I don't think so, G.
Honey, you don't fight no man with your fist. You fight him in his wallet. Instead of swinging at him, you should have gave him some. Wait till he went to sleep, went into his wallet, and took that credit card.
What credit card? Ain't got no credit card.
Oh, well, shit, then you is a fool.
Again, the cut back and forth between each of their experiences, but now it's not as couples, it's as individuals.
Public Enemies, NWA, Run DMC.
So you're gonna take up the mantle of trying to use creativity?
You used to tell me that you don't get shit in this life for free.
I thought you were in love.
Don't be assuming shit, okay? Because when you assume, you make an ass out of you.
Ooh.
Let's go get a drink.
She must get a lot of value out of being a mentor. Man, so he's just like a really all-around talent, huh?
It's huge. It is, I think, one of the biggest losses in the history of what art could have been.
You hungry, baby?
I ain't hungry. Too mad to eat.
Order, sit down. Sit down. You gonna wear yourself out.
Nah, they're all grieving.
I want you to know you my favorite nephew. But I was always happy that you and Khalil were more like brothers than cousins.
I know y'all probably not thinking about this right now. It probably ain't important to y'all.
But say it, man.
But it's important to me to know what you're gonna do with the equipment.
We're gonna sell it.
Why don't you mind your business for a change, Tay? He put every dollar he had into that equipment.
What you think we should do?
Give it to me. I'll do something with it.
Yeah, you can't just sell that. Did we see Khalil?
That was who we briefly saw bleeding out of the ambulance.
No, I mean, like earlier in the story.
I don't think so. We heard him. Oh, right, the hair show. Forgot that was the top.
I'm not looking at the hair, Coy.
Wow. Transition.
I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size. But when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies.
It's funny hearing her like spoken word poetry when her voice is so known for singing.
I'm a woman phenomenally. Phenomenal woman. That's me.
What if she had any say in writing these?
I'm wondering too, yeah.
Could we go to the store?
Go in the living room, Keisha. It's too dangerous in here.
Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery.
Nice rhyme.
Thinking of her.
It's the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breasts, and the grace of my style. I'm a woman, phenomenally.
It's a real patient experience kind of film, huh?
I'm really intrigued by like where it can end and feel fulfilling while also like doing justice to both of their individual experience and then also the music element. Because like you hire two musicians and they're growing into that element of themselves.
Was she a no musician at this time?
She's always been Janet Jackson, right? Like
so no.
It ought to make you proud. I say it's the click of my heels, the bend of my hair.
That is a cool outfit.
No longer wearing that hat.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at me.
She knew who I am. Plastic, Payless shoes. Ain't even human hair. The bitch got yak hair in her head.
Yo, you guys are so loud.
Is there a problem?
Mm-hmm. You just stay away from James, okay? Don't you mess with my man.
You can say what you want to, bitch, but you remember this. Every time you kiss him, you taste the muff.
Wow.
That's wrong.
Oh, please, darling, cool it down.
I'm kind of tired too. Watch yourself.
Oh, man.
Oh!
How much is it, 25?
Oh, dang, she light up.
Hey,
Nails are clean.
who's this?
Keisha.
Hi, Keisha. My name is Justice.
He looks so polished.
So cute.
It's my baby.
So bored. She's already so checked out.
10-hour shoot day with that kid.
It took me a long time to come down here. I know I made a mistake, but everybody make mistakes. And I had a lot on my mind. I'm sorry.
Come here, baby. I want to whisper something to you.
Oh.
Come here.
Oh, wow. Right for the daughter.
Like, literally.
Now his ex is going to come in there and be like, you can't make out a woman from my daughter.
Your nails are clean.
I wonder why.
They live in a fairy tale.
What are y'all looking at?
I wouldn't have forgiven you.
Who cares?
You don't even know what happened?
Who cares?
Come on, baby. Let me fix your hair.
Hair look fine.
They make an all right couple, but he's not my type.
kind of cute, though.
Nice nose.
Few things we could do with your hair.
It's a cute kid.
This kid has no idea what's going on.
Not a clue. That's why I was like, that's a cute kid just staring at their mark.
Go to school, Keisha?
Yeah.
Dude, like school?
Yeah. I heard from a friend today, and she said you were.
Guess you find friends in all the most love in the most unlikely places.
Oh, the 90s freeze frame fade out. Written and directed. John Singleton.
That was a strange journey, I thought.
It was different than I expected.
I thought it was so strange.
It was the most a slice of life road trip movie could be while still being something that would lead to don't be a menace to South Central, drinking orange juice in the hood.
I know.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it tonally was, we compared, and I hate that people think I'm just comics, but we tonally compared the Avengers experience of like doing all these movies leading up to something, right? This was the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, this was the most like, we're going to go over there and we're going to make it work somehow. And it took me a bit to get into, but once I was in, I'll admit it. Like, it took me a little longer than I was expecting, but like, I was so enamored by the two relationships, like one ending, one starting. I really love the editing between the two, where it was like an experience of literal versus like, you know, a metaphor, and like they really played around with stuff. The one thing I didn't like was that they cast two incredible musicians as the lead actors, and both of their arcs involved artistry and discovering themselves through their art. Like that was very important to both. One was through the poetry. She became more confident and she used that to express herself, and her poetry got stronger. Her actual rhyme ability, but in its formatting and its actual word use, got stronger as it went, which I think must have been conscious. Like her rhymes and her confidence in them became stronger. And then his opinion of creativity, and like he fought for that the whole time, and then he ended up with the music, and like all of that felt like this great undercurrent. I was hoping, the only thing I felt like I didn't get was that when the relationship was solidified, there would be something that allowed the music to feel solidified. Because I feel like the musicality of the subtext, like it was like the B plot all involved music, and I kind of wanted that just to land.
All right. Here's what's cool though.
Oh,
when Chicago hits Iesha, Regina King, she mentions two characters from Boyz N The Hood. Dookie
it's
and
canon.
Who are often seen around
Doughboy. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's really cool. Apparently, they offered Ice Cube the role of Lucky. Wouldn't have been as good.
That wouldn't have been.
That movie was on Tupac's shoulders.
Okay. Normally, if people read facts here at trivia, we tend to do that at the very end.
But these facts are great, dude.
But we got to read these facts right now.
Tupac left the set to protest in 92, returned to set in time for filming. That dude, man. I love that.
Tupac got into a heated verbal altercation with an extra and a group of men on set. The extra, who is a member of the Rolling 20s Blood Gang, so that the 21-year-old, wow, Shakur flashed Crip gang signs at him before pulling out a 40 caliber pistol. Wow, but no other extras on set witnessed Shakur brandishing a gun. Someone got silent. Someone wanted to rat on Tupac. The incident, which took place in July 92, had occurred outside an apartment building near Genesee Park.
It's not far.
Tupac later said that the confrontation was over him standing up for a female friend who was allegedly robbed by the Bloods. After Shakur made physical threats toward the extra, Maya Angelou pulled Shakur aside and calmed him down.
Maya Angelou wrote the poetry.
Oh, there we go.
She was on June. That's why that woman looked familiar.
Yeah, dude, you should put that together.
I'm
racist.
sorry, Maya Angelou.
Tupac did improvise many of his lines. And when he's talking to Jesse, Tyra Farrell in the salon. Okay. Okay. If you see something, let me know.
Q-Tip played the boyfriend in the beginning, which I thought was just stunt casting. I thought it was like two musicians and a third musician, but if you know who Q-Tip is, that was the boyfriend that gets shot.
Okay.
I love that Maya Angelou was the poet. John Singleton originally tried writing his own poems, but struggled and ended up using Maya Angelou. I love that. I love like letting that be a different voice. The movie originally was about 2.5 hours, but Columbia requested to trim close to 45 minutes. I wonder if there was like another full stop. I wonder if it landed with music in that way. 2 additional scenes were filmed in 2 days in the fall of 92 after test screenings were shown. The first one being the scene where Justice in her bedroom makes the decision to stop wearing black and gray all the time. Second scene is where Lucky in his garage plugging in his cousin's music system thinking about Justice. So they did add a music ending. Okay, so that strength that I felt about the musicality was actually the thing they added in test screenings. That's interesting. Because those two scenes felt like as close to a denouement as I was going to get, but I wish I wanted a little bit more. But I do like that they end up with music.
Okay, John Singleton's original idea was to do an army film because he felt he was upset that a friend of his was sent to fight in the Persian Gulf. It was going to be about a young GI's wife named Justice who would marry a guy who was recruited from South Central Los Angeles and then would go off to live on an army base in Japan or Philippines Northwest. The man would spend all his money on his truck and not on supporting his family. He would eventually get mad at one of his CEOs and end up punching him out, which gets him sent to jail. Wow.
What a different everything.
This is a completely different thing. So he was going through some shit.
Yeah, like you asked. Like, that's really interesting.
Okay. According to Tupac Shakur, Janet Jackson requested him an AIDS test before his kissing scene with her, which was originally going to lead up to a love scene, but he angrily refused. But it was a publicity stunt. Singleton claims it was a publicity stunt concocted by Shakur, Jackson, and him. Wow.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we talk about the moment in time things are delivered, and that definitely felt like a moment that was very early 90s.
The sad news that Haywood receives over the phone is never revealed. According to John Singleton, he left it open for viewers to imagine on their own, but the DVD commentary mentions it might be something related to AIDS. That's what I thought it might have been.
I mean, there was 2 mentions between the Janet conversation and that one, and we talked about that with one of the other films too.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to pick up on that. They did definitely make love. And,
yeah, because
there was a scene between them.
Because he's like, "You're telling me this now?"
Yeah, there's a scene between them that happened, but they totally cut out. Yeah.
John Singleton had an idea for an intimate scene where Lucky goes to his cousin's wake and talks over the dead bodies. Didn't make it into the movie. Interesting. So what'd you think? It was odd we're starting with trivia, but
yeah, like this was one of those movies where I didn't mention in the intro. I probably should have. Been dealing with a cluster headache for the past few hours. And that's why I was saying something like, yeah, you can be really patient with this because this is more of like even though it was where we're going into a lighter film, I wasn't at all prepared mentally, rhythmically for the film because it is on the slower end. It is so much of a slice of life type of experience.
Sure.
Where like heavy moments of drama will come in and such. And I did find myself like, I'm a little tired, so I did find myself, there's all stuff I should have just mentioned in the intro, to be honest. But I did find myself occasionally like, okay, what can I really get emotionally from this journey right now? It seems like you really got a lot from it.
For me, I think it's mainly my connection to like an artist and Tupac is that like and this sounds so cheesy and I am so unhappy to even share this, but I'm sure it's going to help people understand. I literally admire Tupac so much that when I wanted to be an actor, was trying to decide, and this, I hate to say this shit. I was trying to decide if I was going to move to New York, which is only 6 hours away, or if I wanted to move to LA, and I literally chose to move to LA because of Tupac.
Oh, really?
Like, Tupac informed one of the most major life decisions of my life. Because I love what Tupac represented to like actually embodying culture. And I always saw Biggie as New York and Pac as West Coast. And I always thought of Biggie as just a more surface party sound.
Yeah.
Even though he had incredible albums like Ready to Die is a beautiful experience. Overall, I connect to Pac's poetry more and the West Coast sound. So I literally picked California because of Tupac. So like this, Tupac was the first artist I owned every CD of. Mm-hmm. Tupac was the first artist I got hella, viruses on my laptop over because I was downloading off LimeWire. I like hunted down every single track after he passed away that was like unfinished stuff. Like he was the first artist that I went to Strawberries and Newbury Comics. Strawberries is a record store back in the East Coast and like looked for bootlegs of his stuff. Like something about his music has always really resonated with me, and something about him dying so young was really informing to my mortality. And so I spent this movie more captivated, I think, because I was just trying to breathe in 2 hours of an experience that I know, like, I'll never get new Tupac music. I'll never get to see an interview I haven't already seen unless they find one. I'll never get to see him live. So for me, this was like, what was the guy going through? What was it like in his life at this point? I was thinking of the albums, and I was thinking about like the messaging in his albums and what his life was at this point. And I was trying to think of like, I even had a moment where I was like, man, I've been to that spot in Griffith Park. That's so cool that Tupac had been there, which I'm not usually about actors. Like I meet most actors I care about, but I even got like, kind of fanboyish that I was like, ooh, Griffith Park, I go there. And so like, I think there's just something about Tupac that really means a lot to me.
Yeah, I think
which I hate saying publicly.
Okay, I'll try. No, I literally don't think there's anything wrong with what you said.
I just think it's so like I'm so try to be professional where I'm like
what's wrong? I don't know.
No, but like when you like interview, like when you work with actors, they're just people. But something about Tupac is like above that to me, and it makes me insecure to think that way about a human being. Does that make sense? Like,
well, they influence your childhood and your development in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
as a person, and not just a musician you admire.
Like his being vulnerable, his being a poet and a rapper, and him being an actor that was willing to be vulnerable while being as hard as he was, while being like an emotional through line for so many people, has always made me want to be more emotionally available. So there's something about the dude himself that like I always wanted to be more like.
Okay. So
that makes me embarrassed because it's like when I talk to people and they put people on a pedestal, I'm always like, yeah, but that's gonna mess you up because they're just people. So I feel like I'm infantile. It's like feels like a sophomoric thing.
Okay, cool. No, that's a mad respect for that. I'm glad you admitted that. You should be embarrassed. No.
Okay, good. Now you understand why I'm embarrassed.
But okay, all right. I love Tupac in this movie. I think he's an amazing performer. Like he was just so real. I think a lot of times when you are a musician going into acting, and you said he was trained in Juilliard, so maybe he's already had the acting background. A lot of times when you are a musician who goes into acting, you can. I feel like it could be a little bit more one note, where you might try to hit like more of the bigger beats of the. It's not that you're really good at the charm, but you're not good at the dramatic beats, or you're only weirdly good at like the heavy beats. But when you're just being a person who has to just hang out and chit chat, you don't sound natural.
Sure,
he can do both really well. Like he just felt like a person to me.
Yeah,
like it felt like it really built a whole character. You know, and it's a lot of times you take in like the legacy of even if I'm not familiar with a musician's work, I can still get this sense of, oh, there's this big musician who has this blossoming career. Now he's going to play a guy who's like just a male a post office driver, you know?
Yeah.
And he just felt like a real dude. Like if I didn't feel, I didn't get one inkling of a dude who was bigger than this movie, you know?
And that's crazy because he was just on like the biggest stages in the world. Like this is in his career.
Exactly. No, I mean, Tupac has that legacy, especially because he didn't live that long. So when he was in his prime when he died, right?
27.
So yeah, for Tupac to be here and to just be like a guy is weirdly really impressive. And he was undoubtedly my favorite part of the movie. He was the best part of the film. And I think there's a lot of really funny moments in this film. I didn't quite click with the movie, and I'm questionable about a couple things. One part of me is going, and this is the shitty part when you're like have to review, yet you're here only first time watching it, and I'm like, I kind of feel like maybe I just don't get this film. Maybe I not that I didn't follow it, not that I couldn't understand it. It's like I'm clicking with the humor parts. I like the approach of starting off with the Once Upon a Time in South Central so they're not just doing another movie that is a insanely dramatic about like surviving gun violence and shit in the hood, or dealing with drugs or whatever like that. Like those elements are there obviously, but it's not really the focal point. The focal point is just like taking out a couple of characters who are from South Central and showing how they found love, you know? So I like, maybe that's just the whole point right there, right? Like, and I like that.
Can I interject?
Yeah.
My interpretation is that John Singleton, in my I don't know, is there are so many movies about black violence. What if we did a romance movie, but we didn't shy away that there was still black violence, and we actually made it more about the black experience that was celebrating black life while still acknowledging what they go through all around them? Like, to me, having the ever-present black culture and the ever-present violence while still being a romance story, I can't imagine in 1992 there were a ton of black love stories that were as mainstream. So it's actually trying to, hey, you guys see these movies and I've made this and this that's iconic. What if I use the clout I have as a writer-director to tell a love story, but I don't shy away from the stuff so it's still authentic to what the story I'm trying to tell is, which to me is important enough to make a movie.
That's what I was thinking when I was watching it, that John Singleton was using. Like, hey, here's the thing I'm familiar for. Maybe I was able to sell this idea and get financing and maybe make a trailer or something.
Yeah.
So that way people would show up and they could get something else in return, right? I think that's really smart. And a lot of the first real poem is about you won't get out of here alone, and now she finds someone together and
it lands her being I'm a phenomenal woman.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
Power.
Yeah, she finds that, and I think And I like the idea of like doing a road trip journey movie where you do find yourself in situations like, oh, cool, we're black family reunion, African culture fair. Like I think the road trip idea, a lot of that idea is smart. But I guess when it came to them like falling in love, I didn't really.
I don't think they liked each other very much.
No, I didn't really.
Like I don't know if Tupac Shakur and Janet Jackson liked each other very much. I got acting chemistry, but I don't know if they liked each other.
I felt like they fell in love because they're supposed to fall in love, and I love a good romance. I love a good romantic comedy, man. Those are romance dramas as well. I love them all. I eat those up so much. And I didn't quite buy when it happened, and and that's why I'm like, maybe I just don't get it because I got senses of some sexual tension. I got, when they start being vulnerable with each other. But where this movie lands, introducing the daughter, all these like some of these arcs, I just felt like there was a lot of. This movie's an hour and 50 minutes, and apparently the original runtime, according to one of these trivias, was 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and even though it's a slow, patient film, and it's definitely left an impact, I felt like there's a lot missing on the journey to have felt the emotional arcs that these characters went on.
Sure,
and I think there's like some especially like. The loss of Khalil is so big for this character,
and we don't meet him.
We don't meet him.
His music and the weight of him. But.
We have no connection to it. The main central romance, I don't really feel a connection to. Every time I felt like we were just starting with them, constantly. Like we were just starting with them to like each other, to develop feelings for each other. But the overall arc, I didn't really quite jive with the impact. The impact, I didn't get an impact out of it, I would say, more so than anything else. And then maybe there's like additional other than the original intention, the additional commentary. Not that I feel like this one is as concerned with making social commentary, but they do have like the heavier shit in here. But that heavier shit you see done in the other movies already, right?
And I really like the window thing. I really like the looking through your experience, and you just have to keep going on. I feel like that's heavy in itself. Like you have to just, like you mentioned how Another Day, and we've mentioned that with all three films, but this one was light while Just Another Day was in the background. And I really like that as a choice.
Yeah, so did I. There's a lot to appreciate about it. I love a lot of the master shots that this movie does because there's a consistency of life, and you said environment. There's constantly things happening around to make this feel really alive. That's why for like a slice of life road trip movie, there's a lot tonally that really works. I felt like the couple between Iesha and Chicago was a more interesting journey in terms of a couple. But even there, it ends with them being violent towards each other. But there's nothing really for Regina King after that.
No, we see her once after that.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't understand the purpose of, I feel like this journey kind of ends abruptly. And I don't get the sense. That's the thing is I don't feel like the sense is like the Sopranos ending where it just ends abruptly. I don't feel like none of this is supposed to feel abrupt. I feel like it feels a little bit incomplete in this fairy tale that they're telling,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't. It's definitely my least favorite by kind of a large margin.
I think this is my least favorite, and I think I can acknowledge that while also getting more out of it than you did, and for very personal reasons. And I also think that it felt like it was missing stuff, but at the pace it is, I get the studio note. So I can see how it got truncated, but I also think it's the right it's the right mainstream cut. Having not seen the 2.5 hour cut, I'd love to now that I've seen it, but I also understand all the things you're saying. I don't disagree with the things you think are missing.
Well, it's also it's the early 90s as well.
Yeah.
And I've definitely experienced it, particularly with certain type. I remember I really had fun watching the movie Friday.
And I'm so excited for Juice, dude.
And it wasn't until I heard people who really explaining it to me. I remember being at a party where it was mainly black people, and the movie Friday got brought up, and I mentioned that oh, I really liked it. Why is it such a popular? I totally forgot everything they said, but I remember being, at least in the moment, being like, "Oh, this makes a lot more sense to me. Why this really clicks with the black community, right?" And so that's why I'm kind of wondering, is there a perspective that I don't have that maybe
Like a puzzle piece that would go like,
a
whoop.
puzzle piece internally, emotionally that would allow me to really feel this movie that extra mile. Then again, I actually don't even know how big of a movie this is or how impactful it is, and maybe I'm around the money with most of the audience. I don't really
I
know.
think of Juice as being a much bigger movie, but that's why I'm like very excited we're doing that one because I had not seen this one, not by choice, but it just hadn't come up as often.
I mean, it seems like a pretty like big movie,
John
right?
Singleton, Tupac, Janet Jackson.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds
they're
like
all pretty big elements. I mean, Regina King's. I mean,
like
35%.
okay, it's a 35% critic
damn.
score, but it's an 83% audience score. So
35%
audience
is
is like
crazy. That is not fair.
Audiences really like this, and there's a lot.
Yeah,
this movie is so poor. God, that's the first thing I see after that.
Wow.
Yeah, and I like Janet Jackson a lot too. I like the emptiness of a character deal. But that was another part too. It starts off with this death, this murder, and I feel like it never gets brought up as like a real thing. She's
actually going
other than the mentor lady kind of dismissing it a little bit.
And then her pain in the mirror was like, I definitely feel like there was more there. Like I felt like that was some of what was cut was Q-Tip's death, or the ramifications of Q-Tip's death.
Like they're saying, genuinely moving and authentically black. One of the reviewers are saying, right? So that's what I mean. I wasn't really moved. And when we're talking about authentically black, I'm like, maybe there's that element there within me that's actually missing to understand
That
what feels like super authentically black. I feel like I've said some things that can register as, this felt like slice of life and real. But in terms of connecting, I think there is a piece to me that maybe is like lacking education or some type of idea to really do,
But yeah, I think we both agree it's the third of the three. But I think a little bit more. Like I give this like a nice 3.5 out of 5 stars, like a solid B for me.
Street romance, I like that. That's a cool way to put it.
But I'm really glad to have seen it now. I'm also very glad that you have seen Tupac as an actor now going into Juice because I haven't seen that in 20 years and I'm very excited about it. But yeah, I'm glad we saw that. That was good.
People love this movie though. They really do.
There's passion. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it.
That's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I guess we're watching Juice next.
Juice!
That's a good one.
Dude, it's so good. So good. Plays Bishop.
When's the last time you saw it?
33 years ago. Or sorry, 23 years ago. I was 13.
Okay. So you've probably like forgotten enough.
Oh, there's almost no way. All I remember is the feeling of a 13-year-old going, this movie's cool and awesome. All my emotions are very, very like, raw, but no actual memory of it. Except that his name's Bishop.
All right, sweet.
And as a kid at the time, I was like, that's my favorite X-Men, or one of my favorite X-Men. So,
okay.
So yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. We'll talk soon.